Hello, welcome to the podcast. This is a very no. First off, my name is. God damn it! I like to think you already know who I am, so there's no need to do all of that. So today is a very special day, and I decided to do this very special episode of the podcast and like have a little conversation with you guys and tell you some of the things you don't really know that actually happen around here. You probably don't even know how, but then let me just like run you through a couple of things and a couple of activities that actually go down here. Now let me take you back to before I started uh running this place. Now, a few years ago, I have a friend, and he's done a couple of businesses. He owns a shop, and wasn't his. It's not. He has like run maybe two or three different type of businesses before the current business is running now. So he has a little experience about like running a business. So he's an older friend. So actually, I'd love to believe that I am at advantage to learn a lot from him. So every evening I'm at his shop because he actually has somebody that works for him, and in the evening when he's back from like his 9 to 5 work, he's in his shop. So I'll come around and a couple of other guys too. So we are in his shop every other day. And I'm always there and I'm always seeing what is actually happening there. And we became very close as a result of me being there all the time. And people actually come and go. And I asked him someday. I say, the way things are actually going on, I'd probably love to start my own business someday. So he knows me. He knows what I can do. He knows what I'm involved in. He could actually help me scan around and just come up with like a couple of ideas, and he will do so well to run it by me, and let me see what I can do. So we actually had this conversation, and and the time came for me to like serve like for NYSC. So I left for a couple of months, probably a year. I'm not very sure. So I had a lot of time to think about stuffs, and I was thinking what I could do. I was actually making music. I was rapping. I was involved in like doing shows. That was not actually something I wanted to do. No, I, I never wanted to do a show for people. Like, nah, what I wanted to do was to rap and just make music and have fun with it, with the whole stuff. But then I realized along the line that rap isn't enough, and I could do more and I could contribute more. So I actually connected with that is another story, Joe. Let me not say that. So what happened is during this service year, I thought of like running a store, like opening. I don't want to call it a shop. I don't want to call it a shop actually because I wanted to do it a little bit different because when I was in school, by the way, I went to school to study business. So when I was in school, we had like a lecturer that would always tell us that if we actually eventually decide to venture into a business, there should be a difference because we actually came to school to learn and to study it. So we are trained to do this. So it should actually reflect. So I was always thinking of what to do and how to do it like different. Like even if other people are doing it, I should be able to do it different. Now I have messed myself up with the belief that I went to school to study business and I am an artist. I should be able to incorporate like these two things and do it a bit better or differently. So I'm like, okay, I could just like have a website and I started talking to a friend. I started talking to Tai. Like, can we do this? Can we do that? Can we like Tai is a great guy. He could do a lot of things and he he actually wanted to explore with me and so we started working. He come up with ideas and try to share it. I'm like, okay, that's nice. I have my own ideas too and I share it with him and we try to like make these things happen. So we started like a website. So he actually did a lot of work. Like we did a lot of work together and so I'm like, okay, that is one thing, but I would love to have like a physical space that I could call like an office and I should be able to do a lot of things. So I have met people that have actually introduced me to a couple of people that do like talk and few people have given me books. I don't really read that much, but then I actually took a lot of time to watch a lot of clips and listen to a lot of like audio and stuffs that other people are saying about starting up and their experiences and what should be done and what shouldn't be done. So I I thought of having like a physical space. So I have gone to a couple of places trying to get like a shop and I don't want to explain what happened. but but then what I actually encountered going to look for like a shop actually brought me to the conclusion that I just need to build like my own space. Now, building my own space means I'm going to control everything. I would love it to be like this, like that, like that, like that. So I started building the space and then I was able to build it after some time, a very long time though. So if I have like a shop where I just sell things, people will probably just come and buy stuffs and go. People that are passing by will just get stuff. But I didn't want that type of stuff. So I started thinking of like things to do that would keep people. I wanted to keep people around. That is what I wanted to do. And like normally I have a couple of friends that would actually come around, but then they probably not enough. You know what I mean? Because I don't really have like very many friends. So, but then I love to like create like a hub. If I could actually create a hub, then that means we would get to connect with more people. So I started thinking of, oh, okay, what is going to keep people around? What could I do with the space? I thought of like a game, like that's why we play chess here. I thought of we could have like a chess club so people would actually play and then that is a game that would actually take uh it would take a long time. Like people can actually play chess for 30 minutes or even more. So I thought of chess and I also thought of doing a podcast. I also, but then I have no experience. I don't know enough. The only thing I know is what I actually um listen to or watch on YouTube and stuff. So I started, like, that is the only, and I don't know anybody that has a podcast. I'm probably maybe the first person that I know that started doing a podcast, like no, aside people that I've been watching like on YouTube and other spaces. So I I didn't know what to talk about on the podcast actually. So but then I thought if I could just have those people around like all the time, if I'd have a podcast someday, I will just plug in these microphones to everybody and then we'll have a discussion, because I feel there's a lot of people that know stuff, and other people would love to listen to what you have to say. It doesn't have to be correct, it doesn't have to be the right thing, but then people can learn from what you have said, or what you will say, what to do or what not to do. So because some of the time, most of the time, when I sit with my friends, we have like a conversation, or we have like a discussion about stuff. I'm just like, wow, just feel like there are people out there that would love to listen to this because it's going to help them. So that is where the whole podcast stuff actually came from. And then it will be a way to promote the business, because one of the things we've learned is you never stop promoting the brand. So you have to promote the brand. So the podcast is supposed to promote the brand, but then I probably do the podcast like once in a week, maybe twice. Now, I've not been very consistent with the podcast. I know I've done a couple of episodes, but then have not been very consistent, because sometimes it's too much, because I have to record it, I have to try to edit it, I have to try to put it up, I have to try to get a guess. So, but anyways, I'm very grateful. So now that is another stuff. So we've done other stuff. We started like a football team where we could actually get to play like my like those are the things I we kept on like incorporating into what we are doing. And now that actually brought us to uh store and effect Freestyle Friday. Now these are things that this like this is these are things that are actually part of the whole store stuff from the beginning, but then in trying to implement it, it will take time, because these are things that you actually have to like study to understand. And you know, so we have like there's a guy here, he's a DJ and he's very good. I'll always tell him that you actually have game, but then what you're doing is not enough, because I see like so much potential in him. And I'll always tell him that we are going to do something very soon. We're going to do something very soon. And sometimes he will just like jokingly he will just say, "What's up, superstar? What's up with that talk now?" I will just smile to it. But then it kept on ringing in my head. There's a need to do something. There's a need to do something. And excuse me. There's a need to do something, and I haven't been able to like put the whole like Freestyle Friday stuff together, because I wanted to like create a space where people can actually come and rap and freestyle and just have fun for it. You know what I mean? So it's another way to bring people around. I just wanted to bring people around again. And so I sat him down and we had a discussion. And I'm saying, okay, this Freestyle Friday is about you. This is your show. This is you and the store. You have to start doing something. Every other person is not doing anything. Every other DJ is not doing anything. They just get invited and then they play at a function or at an event, and that is it. That is not enough. That is not enough. There's a lot of people that would never attend a wedding. They will never attend one of those functions you're doing, but then they will actually come for an event like ours. So how do you get to win those people? So we started like we did the first Freestyle Friday. Boom. It's a smash. Everybody enjoyed it. We had like people from around because it's just outside, and people from just around from just listening to music just get to come around. And then we get like a couple of artists to rap, like do like a freestyle, and a couple of guys actually perform their songs. And then the next month we did another one. Now it kept on amplifying, amplifying, and people were enjoying it. But then we actually run our business in the neighborhood, and where we are from, not everybody understand what we are doing. So now that is where the problem is. Trying to explain to people that this business we are running actually comes with this is part of the package. It is not very easy to do that. So I don't even think they will understand it. It will not make any sense. So it be- it became a problem. Like a couple of people were not happy. People are blocking road. People they block road. Can't know the pass. All those things. People will probably have like 500 people outside the store or more, and it was it was too much. And there was a little talk about insecurity, and here and there people are trying to be security cautious, and people started talking, and they will send like the Miangwa to come around and try to snooze us and shit. So everything became very very complicated, and this thing people have actually learned the culture that every last Friday of the month there's gonna be fun, because people actually have fun, and we actually introduce our business to new people too. And I think it's a win-win. We create like a fun moment, and then we get to sell our business to new people, because I believe every day there's somebody new that will actually have get to come around. So that is the whole idea about like the stuff. Now people don't really understand that we actually face problem with like the people around, because they don't fully understand what we are doing, and it is difficult to communicate to them and get them to understand these things we are doing. And so people feel like that there's a group of people that think we are not doing it, and they don't really know why. This is the problem we are facing, and this is why we have not been very very consistent. There's a problem of insecurity. We are trying to be careful, and we are trying not to uh be stubborn about it. This is supposed to be like a fun thing. It's not supposed to be something we go back and forth with people from around. So we want to do it. Nobody wants to do the store and effect more than we want to do it. So, but then we want to do it for everybody to enjoy. Not everybody though. Everybody will not enjoy, but for the most for the most to enjoy it. So if there's people from around our locality that don't actually understand what we are doing, it's going to be very very difficult to keep on doing it. So right now we are trying to find like a solution to this whole problem that people don't really understand what we are doing or why we are doing what we are doing. But then we want to employ like people to be very very uh patient about this whole stuff. In a week's time, we are supposed to have like a freestyle Friday. I don't know if we're going to have it or not right now. I don't know. I can't even say. But then, if we're going to have it, the show, you would be the first to know. So I think that is that about this. If you're just watching this for the first time, do well, subscribe, like, share, comment, and until next time, my name is nah man. You already know my name. And do podcast, culture talk inside the store.